Hey everyone, and welcome to another daily video from Shopify Dropshipping Lifestyle. My name is Ricky Hayes. Today's video is how to make custom conversions on Facebook, okay? So, let's get straight into it. Bang! I'm just going to keep adding to that because I find it funny. Now, before I do get further into it, I just logged into my testing whatever account. That is a cool item. It is a legitimate brand. My parents actually have one of these. Obviously the worst part is being stung by bees, which is a royal pain in the ass, quite literally. But they're fantastic. Anyway, so today is about custom conversions and what custom conversions are, what they do, and how they can help your business. Now, admittedly, a custom conversion isn't absolutely necessary. Yes, thank you. But it is valuable to know, and I wanted to do a specific lesson around it because it is something that many of you will probably end up using just to try it out. And you want to understand what it is and why it works. So you can sort of see here, see the details, blah, 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 optimize for custom conversions. Use custom conversions to show ad to people who are most likely to take specific actions. You can use this feature once you've recorded at least 50 conversions for a custom conversion, okay? So what that means is don't use custom conversions until you've got a product that's winning. Now, you don't actually need 50. That's what Facebook recommend. You can have 5. It really doesn't actually matter. The main point is that you need to have a product that's selling well, and then you'll be fine. Alright, basically with your custom conversions, that's what you want to do, and then you can even collaborate on a campaign by sharing custom conversions with an ad or blah blah blah. So you can definitely do that. But basically, the best way I've found to set up a custom conversion is when you're having Trackify. So you want to install Trackify when you start getting some traction, basically because Trackify just helps push data better, faster, and more consistent. You're always going to miss out on sales that aren't there, and that's just what's going to happen. What was it? I checked because it's 9:30 in the morning, 9:15. I checked the ads, and I spent $450 today for I think 2.5k, and that's because Trackify's been able to give me more consistent data for me to be able to optimize better. So, for $25 a month, it's just a no-brainer to me. But anyway, so with custom conversions, you basically want to do it on purchase. I don't know why, there it is. And you want to do it when you have Trackify because it's much easier when you have Trackify. So basically, you want to go value and you want to go contains. Now, they must have recently changed this, but you put in your tracking number. Your tracking ID. So it's saying offline. It would be, I think that's part of the reason why it's showing wrong. Okay. I don't have any data, so that's my fault. And this is annoying. Anyway, it will show differently on yours, but basically you want to go purchase. So so what a custom conversion is, how when you go, these are all the purchase, the pixel event types. You can even have add to wish list. I've never actually used that, I'll be honest, or lead and search and that, but blah, blah, blah. But basically, so how you choose purchase, you can technically go a step further. And you'll have to split test it because it may or may not work. What the theory behind a custom conversion is so let's say at the moment you're running your ad and you're getting 10 sales a day. You're running it on the purchase pixel. So you're telling Facebook, I want to find people that are going to convert on the purchase pixel, let's say 1 day click, most likely for you all. And it's going well. And you're like, yep. You can technically take it a step further by making it so that purchase pixel is for that specific product. And what that means is that you're telling Facebook not only that you want purchase, but you So you're not only optimizing for purchase, but you're optimizing for purchase for that specific product. So the idea is that a custom conversion will just keep getting more and more and more and more data. So you have, probably by this point, you'll have lookalikes that are doing well. You've narrowed down, optimized, but you're also then narrowing down on the actual pixel event. So you have multiple filters within your ad set. Basically, what that means is that, again, at the end of the day, the theory is that the more filters you sort of have, the more specific you are, obviously the better return you're going to get. That's not necessarily true, but I feel that this is absolutely valuable to know. Now, I am split testing this a bit more. Again, I find it works. However, I don't find it's like 50 times that. It's negligible. Maybe I need more time, but I thought that this was something valuable for you all to learn about Facebook, so I'm doing it. So if you're using Trackify, you go purchase, you go add rule, you do value, you go has to be contains, and you put your RR track. So RR underscore track underscore dog collar, let's say. So if you remember how in a previous video I showed you how to use Trackify, where you put the tag RR track underscore product name, whatever that may be, and then Trackify then filters that, synchronizes that because it looks for that unique RR track underscore track underscore whatever, and it will then show you, view content, add to cart, and purchase what actually happened, because Facebook won't show it all. And then you can use that to make custom conversions as well. Because it's handling the pixel fires that then pushes it to Facebook, you then use that same tag to then actually make the custom conversion. So that's why doing it this way is really good. You want to do it in that order where, so you have your website, you don't have Trackify yet, you start finding when you get Trackify, it's going to then help you to further optimize your campaigns because you're going to get more cleaner, consistent data. And then you can make things like this where you get cleaner, consistent data because you're using the tag straight from Trackify, and it's 100% accurate. Rather than 98%, it's 100%. Okay, we all love 100%, right? So then you just do that. You can add another rule, but you don't need to. And then you just call it whatever the product name is. So custom conversion, I just put, and then I put purchase, and I put the product name, so .com. You don't need to put a value, and you just go create. Basically, now I've made a custom conversion. It's got no data, of course. But if I then go into my ads manager, in my ads manager, and I, let's say, go into my LED dog collar campaign, I'm just going to edit one of these that I've made. So now, obviously, it still has no data, but this is where you can, I don't know why it hasn't synced, maybe I've done something wrong, but it should show up there. I think it may only show up when you have some data, possibly, but basically, this is where it'll then show up, and you use that. So you see what I mean by, now, rather than purchase, you purchase for that product, so it's in theory better optimized, and then you have everything else further optimized, so you're optimizing every aspect of the ad campaign to really hammer home those sales. And you can only effectively do that really through Trackify. So it's important that you're using Trackify at that point if you want to use it. That's pretty much it. That's all there is to custom conversions. Very powerful. However, you need to know how to use it properly. And I would only suggest using it once you're starting to get a good amount of sales, because it's not going to be worth it otherwise. And you want to split test it because it may not actually do as well as purchase. Facebook's not stupid, but these tools are there, and that's what I want to teach you, is these tools are there for you to use, and it's up to your discretion if you wish to use it. I only recently started using them more. I've used them in the past, and as I said, I've found varying results. So you just have to test it to see if it doesn't work. Just stick with whatever one works, basically. Now, I also should add as well that I only recently found this out. It's funny, since I've been making the videos about Trackify, I've learned a bit more. That in previous video with Trackify, I was saying you use the URL parameter to then make add to cart, VC, add to cart and purchase, custom audiences to make lookalikes. Well, I've been speaking with, I keep forgetting the guy's name, the actual guy that created Trackify, an amazingly large marketer, and that he's been, I've just been spamming him with questions. And basically what I learned is that rather than making your custom audience on your URL parameter, you do it on your product ID. Okay, what that means is that your product ID is absolute. On the back end of Shopify, none of that can ever be changed. You know, your URL can be changed. Your metadata and all that can be changed. And I never really thought of that. And so that's been something I wanted to pass on to you. Your product ID is in the back end of your Shopify when you're on the product, modifying the description and that. The product ID is after the final slash. So like like this, and it's like a long number. It's just a long number. And that is absolute for that product. So rather than using the URL that can get some tiny amount of varying data, I never really thought of this, you use the product ID, which gives you 100%. So by using Trackify, you then use the product ID, and you can then make all your custom audiences all in one fell swoop. And doing it there, you get 100% of the data from the product, because Trackify's got all the data, 100%, and then you're pushing that 100% to Facebook. So in the past, admittedly for me, I've probably been getting 98%. And so now that I'm getting a bit better, it might not make a huge difference, I don't know, but now I can rest assured that I'm doing it better. And I wanted to pass that on to you too. I know it's not entirely relevant to this, but I feel that it was just something important. Drop a comment below if you actually want me to just make a video on this as well. But again, that's pretty much it from today's video. Pretty straightforward one. Ask questions if you have any questions. I respond as quick as I can in YouTube as well. Don't forget to drop a like, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, so that you get daily updates, as well as drop a comment below if you like today's video, if you have any feedback, if you have any questions, whatever. There's a free cheat sheet down below. And that just gives you a quick start guide, and it also then will try and get you into my group, Shopify Dropshipping Lifestyle, which I recommend you join. It's growing, got nearly 2.7k members. I think would have like 5 or 6k if I just let everyone in, but because I'm very, very strict and told my moderators that, and they're fantastic, only got that much. So because it's a very high quality group, I have no tolerance for assholes that take advantage of people in that group. My exclusive group is live and running. I'm going to do a couple a week of live, my print-on-demand store, doing it live. And so you'll just get to see what I do, what fuck-ups I make. There's going to be fuck-ups. And just learn from it. It'll be very valuable in there as well. I'll be mainly doing... I'll still be doing some lives in the free group, but there I'll be mainly doing most of the lives. I think that's it for that sales pitch crap. And see, I meant to have a script, but anyway. And there's also, if you are interested in coaching, there's a link down below. If you are interested in coaching, I'd love it if people followed me on Instagram. Ricky Hayes IG is what I named it. And I want to build that up. I just want to see if I can get more followers. It's been funny. I have gotten a few followers recently. Pretty cool, actually. Because apparently Instagram's the next big thing. I'm not a huge Instagram user as on a personal basis, but I'd like to see if people are interested. If you are interested, like, and I post the stupid, lifestyle, entrepreneurial mumbo jumbo. I don't know. I'm not big in that stuff personally, but let me. If you have any thoughts, let me know. I'm also happy if anyone has any ideas on how to make a better Instagram page for myself, because frankly I barely even look at it, because I just don't get it. Anyway, look, I'm mumbling on. I just wanted to say thank you very much for your time today. It's been a pleasure helping you. Until tomorrow's video, you all have a lovely day. Take care and goodbye.